Tell me about yourself. Is it? Your resume.
Thank you for giving this opportunity. Myself, Sridhar. I am from Hyderabad. I have contributed. Coming to my roles and responsibilities. Understanding the requirements, and based on the requirements, we write the test cases and the test scenarios. Once the test case and the test scenario is completed, then those documents sent to the QA lead or project manager. Once the project manager check and each and everything, then sign up, then we will start the actual testing. Means check the application based on the test cases, and those test cases, if any while testing that any defects will happen, then those defects we send to the developer. Okay, once the developer fix, then we will start we will test that defect. Overall, all test cases is completed, means there is no defects are also completed. Then those report also sent to the dev team and dev team and project manager. Once they sign up, then we will move to the next sprint.
Okay, so I think you have an experience on those few other applications, right?
Yes.
Can you explain your project?
Okay.
What are the roles and responsibilities that you are going to your project?
Okay. Our project is related to the accounts and store management. Store management application. There are tagging three modules like accounts and HRM, and it maintains the organization like accounts and budget, debit and credit, budget, credit and debit of each day of the transactions for their vendors and clients. Like HR modules are include like registration of the employees details and information and their employee assigning the roles and managing the salaries, employee salaries. Okay. And coming to our role, like write the test cases and those test cases and write those test cases assigned to the developers. Once the developer and project manager. Once the project manager sign up, then we start the test cases. Test cases execution. Okay, once the test, if any defects will happen in that test cases, assigned to the developer. Like this is the process of roles.
Okay. And you written like, okay, you have good expertise in ad hoc testing, okay? Perform ad hoc testing.
Yes.
Tell me what is ad hoc testing?
Ad hoc testing means I know about the application, but doesn't have any documents. We test the random testing without document. That is the ad hoc testing.
Okay. And you written like cross-browser testing. What is like cross-browser testing?
Cross-browser testing means we have Chrome, like multiple browsers, Chrome and Firefox. Multiple browsers we will test. Those are the application.
Okay. What is the full form of API?
API means application program interface. This API means interface, like when the user enter the defects. When the user enter the inputs, those inputs are transferred to the API, transferred to the database server. Database, if you like get the inputs, or if you want to get the response, you will send the request and get those response. That is the like API. API means mediator.
Okay. Can you please explain how a defect lifecycle will be there?
Okay. Defect lifecycle. Defect means QA member assigning the defect, write the defect. That is the new. Okay. That defect assigned to the project manager or QA lead. Okay. That QA lead will review, and if that is the value defect, then that is assigned to the developer. Developer fix. Developer verify that issue and solved. Then fix it to the QA member. Okay. QA member will check if that is okay, then fix it that that is closed defect. That is the closed means like, or if it is the issue, then reassign to the developer. Developer will check, then same assign to the QA member, fix the QA member. QA member will check, and if there is no if it is working as per the requirements, then we will close it that defect. If like differ means if that is a defect, but not major, like developer doesn't have time and that is not a major issue, that is a sprint, that is a move to the next phase, that is a defer. And reject means developer check that defect that is not valid, like that is duplicate, medium duplicate, that is rejected, and then that is invalid, that is the rejected. Rejected assigned to the QA member and close that defect. That is the defect life cycle.
Okay. Like why defect will be rejected? What is the reason behind it?
Reject may be duplicate or invalid.
Okay. And so, what is the difference between a system designing and test designing?
System designing, test design. System design is check the entire system, like designing and implementation, testing and maintenance. Those are the comes under the system design, SDLC, like SDLC. And system testing means write the test cases and test scenarios, like document related. That is the document related test the application tester. Tester involved in the SDLC, software testing life cycle. That is the difference between the SDLC and SDLC. SDLC is a part of the SDLC.
Okay. Now let's take an example. I'm going to give some examples. So I have text box. Let's take this as a text box. This text box has to accept the values in between. The range should be like 65 to 100. This is the range I need to enter in between these things. Okay. Here I want to write test case for boundary value analysis. Can you write test case for it? There is a text box where you can enter the values in between 65 to 100. In between 65 to 100. But I want to write test case for it.
Okay.
So using boundary value analysis.
Boundary value analysis. 66. This is 66.
65, 66, 64, 99, 100. Can you write same test case for equal partitioning? So what is the difference between a test case and test data?
Test case is a test case based on the requirements. We write the test case based on the requirement. Test data based on the test cases, we enter the test data.
Okay. And what is the difference between regression testing and retesting?
Regression testing, retesting means if any defect, if any defects fixed by developer, then we will recheck. That is the defect. Regression means once the retesting testing is done, then those we will regression. The regression means if any changes, code changes happening, or any new modules are like adding into the existing application, then we will do the regression testing. Regression testing means if any affect the other components related or whatever the communication between the whatever code changes module. So we will do regression testing. Other components are affected or not. That is the regression testing.
Tell me what are the navigation that you have done in Jira? Tell me the component that you are going to see in Jira. You're using Jira, right, as management tool.
Yes.
Tell me what are the components that you generally see in Jira?
Test cycle and test cases, cycle scales, and activity sprint, product backlog, and create the project. These are the modules. Ledger sheet means like the transactions, vendor or client transactions details are in ledger sheet, available in the ledger sheets. Means if you transfer that money and everything, okay, how much money transferred, okay, how much money sent to the client, everything is available in the ledger sheet.
How are you getting the data? what format you get the data? What is the
JSON
format?
JSON
JSON format will receive. So it means you are getting the data from JSON format. So how can you validate it? You can't open the direct. If you open the direct JSON file, right?
No, but we will SQL Server database. If you I enter the in your UI but I enter the inputs like our name and password input entered. That whatever they enter, that values is stored in the DB or not corrected or not, we will test. We will check it in the database.
Okay. How can you know that a defect is priority and severity?
That is a defect. Which the defect as possible as fixed, that is the priority. Means user point of view, means that is the major priority. That is the priority. Severity means that functionality, which defect, whatever the defect, that is the effect to our application, major effect to our application, shows the impact. That is the severity. And the application means that major component is not working, then that is called the severity.